I think this is actually pretty perfect here. This Rek'Sai is really difficult
Wait, does Rek'Sai have a backbone? I thought they were like a...
Is it an invertebrate?
Yeah, like, you know, it's all on the exoskeleton.
Well, in terms of...
He was.
That's what I'm saying. He likes that title a little bit more. Almost good.
All right, this dive is going to catch him this time around. He flashes, and the flag and drag brings in Sponge. First blood over to Taeyoon yet again as Cuzz walking on forward. Peacemaker does not connect. But Cuzz not going to find any joy either. It's just a swift kill.
Going over to Nongshim here. Flashless Lucian caught again.
And shoesless. That's one of the biggest problems, is the fact that he goes back and buys a Caulfields. As Cuzz gets into the pit, and he does have Leap Strike, but Ghost is going to stand beside the Jax. Let's see whether Cuzz can steal this one away as BDD dives in, looks for Lehends, and just blows up. Okay, that was not the big play that he was looking for there, as now Cuzz needs a friend to come on over. There's the Leap Strike, as Taeyoon does take a combo from aiming. They should be able to secure this dragon in the end. And Nongshim right back on the horse.
Yeah, unfortunately, BDD, who looks very angry on the player cast, was a potential flex. And this counter pick for it is not laning into it.
Oh, there's an engaged Braum angle. Let's see whether Ghost can find this one as Lehends already down relatively low, looking to abyssally dive his way up. But the Relentless Pursuit is named correctly this time. They're going to turn their attention onto Taeyoon, who gets devoured. Cuzz dives on top, and it's Lehends that goes down. The double tap not actually going to be effective against Taeyoon there, but the one kill is all KT really wanted from that moment. There's some crystalline overgrowth going to get eaten by Kingen on the other side of the map. Not the cross map that they were looking for. That's really nice shuriken backflip there from BDD. They're not really going to find too much more. KT firing back finally.
Yeah, a very big win there on the bottom side. Kill goes over to the Jax, and so I think this is just going to be a bit of a freebie here, the second of the game for Nongshim.
Yeah, you can see. We know that the Jax is here, as they're looking for it. Taeyoon will get devoured once again, but the Abyssal Dive will be interrupted. He has the big old shield, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Cataclysm is cataclysmic for Nongshim, unfortunately, as they do get the Drake, but they lose their entire bottom lane. Well, they lose half of the bottom lane and a jungler, and maybe just this bottom lane outer turret as well.
I guess they thought Cuzz was going to try to exist.
Ah, dang it, checkmate.
He existed a lot in game number 3.
The amount he existed in game 3 is very large. All right, Sponge, speaking of existing, makes his presence known as there's a teleport towards the bottom side for Kingen. Oh, this cask could be ridiculous onto aiming. Let's see whether he can keep himself safe as the flag and drag comes in, but down goes Sponge to start this one off as BDD. I think he heard me talking about the POM. He wants to find another one as Cuzz grabs that angle. Aiming's still alive somehow as Kingen, I don't think he's going to be the same. It's a double for Cuzz on the Jax. And KT, I think they really wanted 5 games.
I think they may have just earned them. That was a massive win. And Kingen, he was waiting for a larger cask angle. He was like, I don't think I need this to kill aiming. I think I'm going to be fine. And then he ends up getting a huge cask onto so many players, but I think actually it's the biggest party cask we've ever seen. It doesn't mean anything, it just hit a lot of people. A lot of people came to the cask party.
Yeah,
but,
that's the problem. If you share the keg with everyone, like no one really, you know, no one's inebriated after that.
So it's,
oh dear. Well, BDD. Oh, nice backflip, but I don't think it's quite going to be enough unless Ghost can help him out. He flashes out of the Cataclysm. Cuzz is making his way in, and BDD just wanders away. Not very scathed. I didn't want to say unscathed for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, Scout is now going to get stunned up, but Sponge interrupts almost everything. Now aiming turns up, but so does Taeyoon. And he's going to be able to take out Cuzz. There's the ace in the hole onto Ghost. And now BDD is just teleported back in. Perfect! Just executes Taeyoon. He will not be forgotten as this top laner, as the Abyssal Dive was a bridge too far. And KT put them down again.
Yeah, Nongshim doing a little bit of that, maybe lose, and potentially could be a 4 Ocean Rek'Sai as well.
And the problem is that it's Nongshim that have a fair bit of the more consistent damage in the fact.
Saying, I can't hurt you, but this turret can, so let me just hold you under it.
Yep. BDD has been avoiding a lot of things, but hasn't been hitting a whole lot of stuff either, as Scout, when he does get hit, takes a lot of damage. There is the taunt, as he does look for a little bit more. There's the ulti. BDD just wanted to finish him off. His heroic entrance is going to be used more like an exit this time.
I'm not entirely sure what Scout thought was going to happen there. He's like, I'm going to taunt him and punch him, and he won't get hurt. And he has Electrocute, and he's going to hit me with his Gunblade.
Well, that's a culling. Sorry, I interrupted you, but
no, it's okay. That was basically it. That's all he said. That was the end of the sentence. And
well, now Shelly is going to say, I'm going to get a headache. I don't like this. And she is, but the Crystalline Overgrowth will give this turret over to KT, extending that gold advantage to about 3,000. And at 20 minutes, that is not bad at all. Perfect here in this side lane. Still having a great time. Titanic Hydra now completed. Looking for that second one. Oftentimes it is Jack shows and things like the Spear of Sojin.
The item efficiency here for aiming is quite high for him to hit 3 relatively quickly here as the IE gets put together. Somebody done real fast because he's not going to last very long, and they do not have a lot of damage.
All right, they're teleporting in, looking to try and get on top of this dragon. It has been started already because is in the area. Scouts moving over. Now the team fight can be dangerous as Taeyoon is going to get tagged. Cuzz looking for the angle. They get the double stun as Taeyoon very far up towards Ghost is now perfect. Just dives on in, gets the double knockup. Taeyoon is relatively safe for now as there are so many knockups and Taeyoon doesn't have enough bullets. It is ridiculous as the KT onslaught continues. Aiming can't even catch up as Cuzz is under an inner turret after all that is said and done.
Taeyoon trying to position incredibly well there. And KT do win the fight well enough here. Get the kill onto Scout to just back away and look to start this objective off. Well, I say that. He can actually do damage now.
And he can make rifts, which is cool.
That is very cool. So that's a small win. Kingen, there's not really anything going on for Kingen. He's not really hitting these spikes right now.
Well, he's got a Fimbulwinds
and he's completed, so he's, despite being 2,000 gold behind, is even on levels.
Nailed it. He's ahead on levels, Wolf. What are you talking? He's about to hit level 17. Position and is an extraordinarily large Jax.
They could also just ignore this dragon and try to rush Baron, but they're going to fight it. Well, they're going to force it.
Let's see whether Cuzz can get in here. He does actually just wander into the pit, and they look for the backline here. There's the Devour onto Taeyoon. Good knock up there as well, as Taeyoon's able to take down this Rek'Sai. He's one away from getting stunned, but he gets himself out. Never mind. Perfect execution from BDD. And now it's KT's turn to launch their salvo into Nongshim. Shuriken backflip is obviously going to land. And he looks for the 5-point strike as Lehends just barely able to make his way out. Leap strike onto Scout for Cuzz. And the dash forward isn't exactly what Aiming was looking for as he flashes out of the way of the tongue lash to keep himself alive. Nongshim, they didn't finish off the Drake.
Is Ghost on Dragon with Smite? Yes.
Oh my god, he is.
Siege in your comp, you need that purple worm. Sponge does not have vision. He does have flash. He is Jarvan. You're going to have to deny him.
Well, let's see whether Ghost can do that. As he drags his way over, BDD is just going to play defense. As back into the pit he goes, and down goes the Baron. There's still a lot of damage on the Ghost, but into the backline goes perfect. He will get exhausted, but even if he goes down, it's still probably going to be worth to guarantee the Baron, although I don't know whether he necessarily needed to go in there. As Nongshim now chasing after KT. Scouts ghosted, and BDD will get into the Shroud, but I think he's still dead. Thrown around like a ragdoll, and that is going to be the Peacemaker making peace with BDD, who goes down 2 for Baron. I mean, I really hope that, I don't think they should have done Baron.
No, I really hope that KT don't take this the wrong way. But I think it was the way in which they decided to move off of Baron that cost them big in this one.
Nongshim now, they'll be able to push forward, grab this inner turret as well. I mean, look at the Baron power play. It's abysmal.
And it's actually bugged. It's even lower than that.
Oh dear, that's going to be an inhibitor turret as well. I mean, Nongshim are just continuing to push. Cuzz?
I told you guys Coach Comms could backfire. Happened to KT already earlier this season.
All right, 5 seconds on Perfect, as they will take this inhibitor.
I want the replay of the Baron, as Ghost is actually trying to deny the entry here. TP, as you say.
They're kind of broken up, as the teleport does come on forward. They spot Taeyoon and Lehends. They are kind of alone. Ghost is able to move himself over. And this is so aiming. Oh god, that's not where you want to be. But the culling just destroys Sponge. And so it's jungler for AD carry, but they need to kill Taeyoon. If they don't kill Taeyoon, this is still lights out for KT. They get on top of him, but the Devour is going to be there. The Abyssal Dive gets him all the way out. It's a big taunt as well as Taeyoon. He's got the net, but the 5-point strike will destroy the Caitlyn. And Lehends just doesn't have the buttons left. He'll get knocked up. taken down, and they do get an inhibitor. But I think KT were able to strike back. And where's the Rebel Bear?
Heroics, my God. He sacrificed himself without doing a whole lot in the Baron exchange, but here, Taeyoon is like, thank God I have Tahm Kench. It's still not enough.
In the meantime, Cuzz is just dead. So there's one more Baron remaining, and Ghost's almost taken out as well.
Man, there's just no way KT lose this game, right?
Stop saying that, Wolf. It's just not, that's not fair. Almost has 6 items completed. They are just sieging. Perfect does make his way back, but without Cuzz, this is 4 versus 5. Oh, Shuriken back loop connects onto the priority target, but
Perfect
there is
also
a Devour there.
Kind of trying to make something happen here, but I think just letting them go is probably the better option in this case. Try to get onto this turret.
This KT comp is so incredibly all in that they, like, their counter siege just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's so janky. Like, it doesn't actually do a whole lot unless it can get backline access. And Taeyoon is, like, remember what you said earlier about, like, if they just have infinity time, I guess, you know, Taeyoon will get there.
Just ghosted. So I'm a bit confused as to what's going on here. The Baron's up in 35 seconds time. We're not really fighting for too much right now, but it looks like both teams really want to fight. There's the culling. Lehends gets a back massage, but didn't really like it. As Perfect takes a lot of damage. That is a teleport that's very short. What is happening? The weirdest game ever. It's okay, yeah. Perfect taking a fair bit of damage, but KT now has a minion wave. They take down this inner turret as now Cuzz, with his counter-strike, is able to walk up to them, but decides not to fully commit.
They're like, the only way we can siege is we get behind them.
Well, there's a cast. It's going to work out really nicely, but only onto the tanky members as BDD still biding his time. Engage! Braum launches forward, and down goes Kingen to start this fight off. And now Ghost just tries to tag Taeyoon, and he gets it! Down goes the Caitlyn, and it's a double here for aiming. That setup was absolutely ridiculous, but in the end, KT with a team that came out ahead.
They're looking for that one minion. I think that's what Scout wanted to get, but there's still minions behind the rest of the team. Wanted to try to hold the wave. They will not be able to do so. That's GG. KT finally do it. It took a long time. They could not siege with the minions. They could not use the Baron to end the game, but getting all the way wrapped around behind Nongshim with the team fight siege, I guess that's the way to do it. That's it to 5.
Oh my goodness, cue up the silly version of Silver Scrapes as the Nexus goes down, and KT